Hey, howdy, hey, partners. Today we're going to talk about all the socks I have in my collection. Let's get into it.
I am Socks, your personal companion robot, and I regret having joined you.
You're watching Today I Grew Up, Lightyear Edition. Enjoy the review. You can also click the card here in the corner of your screen, and that'll take you to all the Lightyear toy reviews that I'm reviewing on this channel. So here are the socks that I have in my collection. Obviously right away you're going to notice brand new I have the Imaginext socks. This is most likely the only Imaginext product I'm going to buy. I'm not a fan of Imaginext. Imaginext is designed for younger Space Rangers, which I don't fault them at all, but it's just not personally for me. But the one thing I did notice about this is socks. Socks looks really good, and I was wondering if this socks scales with our 12-inch Buzz Lightyear. And wow, what a difference between what we got for the 5-inch scale Mattel Lightyear here in the training suit and this Imaginext one. It's pretty funny to see side by side the comparison. This is what I don't like about Imaginext. It's just the body proportions are just so weird. I'd be more into it, I think, if the body proportions were kind of the same like this one. The articulation is pretty good still. You know, the head can go side to side. The arms do rotate 360. I'm surprised that the arms swing out and there's 360 at the wrist. Very surprising. So Buzz can sit, but the legs are only going, they don't go back and they only go forward to sit. So that is very interesting. So yeah, there's limited for sure. Definitely not for me, but still a fun figure if you're into Imaginext. Imaginext also came with this crystal, but it's not really a crystal. It's just kind of this see-through purple, trying to be a crystal, I guess. But pretty cool nonetheless. I do like the gloss finish, but it definitely is missing the crystal inside. It's just a purple solid plastic piece. I really love this socks figure. It has like little clear bubbles that protect the eyes that are sunken in. So it looks weird on the side, but once you look in, you can see those green eyes right there looking back at you. And the pupils do look kind of weird when you turn the head, but it's pretty cool. And it rotates 360, so you can go beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep. I do like that, and nothing else is articulated except for the tail. So the tail does go 360, which I do appreciate that they painted it white. I appreciate that the paws are painted there too, white. So they did a great job. I think the only thing they could add was a pink detail to the ears. Not a big issue though, but I'm just curious if this scales with 12-inch Buzz. So you have the Imaginext right here that we just got. We have the Alpha class, which I like that they painted the paws. What I don't like about the Alpha class is that the hind legs are permanently seated position, just like the Imaginext. And the Mattel one I like better because you have 4 individual legs that are standing. So that is a huge difference between the socks. And the Imaginext seems to be the largest one for action figures for socks. We're not counting, obviously, the giant life-size one from Super 7, which is $400. So for now, I'm sticking with the ones that I can actually afford in my collection, which would be these. Are way more realistic in price. I do like them. I think they're really cool. And it's cool to get Imaginext because I do like the sizing. So now we're going to see how this guy scales with Buzz. In the toy market, these are the only socks action figures that might scale with your 12-inch Buzz. In my personal opinion, the Mattel one is just too small. It scales better with the 5-inch Buzz. The Alpha class is a little bit better. It's not perfect either, but we'll put that up here next to Buzz's face so you can see the scale. We'll put Alpha class up here so you can see the scale of it next to Buzz's head. I still think that the Alpha class, although it looks cool and it still technically could work, it's still too small scale. The Imaginext socks I do feel is a lot better for scaling. And here's Imaginext socks on top of the 12-inch Buzz. I think that's going to be the best looking one for the 12-inch Buzz series. We haven't had a socks action figure officially released for the 12-inch figure Buzz, but I think the Imaginext is going to be the closest one we've got. It's definitely not perfect, but I do think it's the best one that we have. So it's up to you. I think, you know, if you have one of the smaller socks, it still works. I think it just, you get upgraded with size every time. This is the smallest one. Alpha class will be the bigger socks, and then the biggest socks for a 12-inch Buzz would be this Imaginext socks, which I think looks really great. And even though it's not 100%, I think it's going to be the closest one in scale out of all the socks figures out in the market right now. So in the movie, we see socks in the dome of Buzz. I wasn't able to fit the Imaginext one in there. It kept falling out, and it looks good next to Buzz, but I couldn't get the dome to close. I wonder if we can get the smaller Alpha class socks to close with the dome helmet. Almost there. I think that almost works, I think. So I think that could probably get, you could probably pull that off, but it's not going to close properly. And that's probably the closest you're going to get, though, with the dome. But I think the smallest one from Mattel will fit, but it's also like the most inaccurate one. But I guess if you wanted to do inside the dome look, this is the best bet you have. There's not much room in this Buzz, but I guess that probably looks the best, even though you can't close it either. There's just not a lot of room for socks in that dome. But now you know what that looks like with this Buzz. If you were thinking of maybe putting it on a shoulder, you're going to have to do it without the dome because it just doesn't seem to fit. And there you go. That's all 3 socks on top of Buzz's head. So you have a better idea of how that scales with Buzz. And I really feel like the Imaginext looks the best there, definitely for scaling. You let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you plan on collecting this Imaginext socks? I think it's a great addition to your Lightyear collection. A look at all my socks in my collection at the moment. We have the Mattel Talking Plush socks. We have the new Robot and Ultimate Mission Equipped socks. We have Imaginext Alpha Class and the Mattel, the one that came with the 5-inch one. It's really cool to see them all together. In the future, I may get the $400 Super 7 one, but for now, it's just way too out of my price range. As always, partners, thank you so much for watching, liking, and commenting on these videos. It really helps support what I do here on YouTube. If you'd like to continue to support me on this journey, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, see you later for future videos on this channel, and I'll see you, partners, on the next video review.
You want the real Buzz Lightyear? You're an action figure.
You are a sad, strange little man. You are a sad, strange little man.
You are a child's plaything.
Hey, Ham, look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.